Our next speaker is Laurent Goczkowski. I initially met Laurent when he arrested me. No. We're friends. We're friends today. We made friends that night. No, as you've heard, Laurent is a classic car fanatic. How many cars have you got, Laurent?
Currently?
Yeah.
3.
3 cars.
No classic car at the moment.
No classic cars at the moment. Okay. Okay, but
Old ones, but no classic.
okay.
20 years.
They will come. They will come. He is a former police officer, former cop in EXP for 9 months. Getting married next month. Next year. Sorry, my mistake. Getting married next year.
Good luck.
Yeah. He's got 3 children. 21. Now, to understand. I don't. How does this work? 21, 11, and 2. Wow, that's a spread. Yeah, once a decade. Yeah.
I can explain how that works later.
But Laurent, you have done well in your time in real estate because you're a man of discipline, and you will do very well at EXP from what I'm told. So it's wonderful to have you with us this morning or this afternoon, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Okay. Hello again. Then it's my turn to be on the scene now, on the stage now. That's me. Yeah. You told it already. I'm a kind of different person. First, because of my former job, I'm not a man of real estate. Even if maybe I was born for that, I don't know. But I'm also a different person because I had different experiences in my life. I told just one of them just before. And with these 3 kids from 3 decades, it's another key point. You'll see that later. I had a career before, which was a career as a cop, but not the career a cop has. I'll tell you about this later again. And I joined the team from Oliver, the team entrepreneur, and I'm very proud of it because he's building something very special, a huge puzzle with different characters as me, as Sebastian and Samuel and Didier and Françoise and 15 others, I guess. Something like 20% at the moment, yeah, right. So we are both different from different places, from different careers, different experiences, different passions, different abilities, different jobs, different wills, different goals. So I made it, and I'm very proud of being in part of your team. Right, that's all. Thank you first. Second, I will thank you, Eugene and Brent, because Gene, I didn't meet you, but I attended one of your webinars. Amazing one. He was in Puerto Rico with his Hawaiian style shirt. Early in the morning for him, late in the afternoon for us. And it was just amazing. He was talking about his napkin method to develop his organization. It was amazing for me. And I tried to duplicate it in France. I made something for my team, and I don't know if they use it anyway, but I do use it when I try to develop. I adapted it to the French habits because French people are different for everything. So what works in the US does not work that much in France. We had to have a different approach of the other thing. Then, well, me, myself, and I. So you see the cop, the people guy, you and the family and friends, travels as all of you. I'm interested in languages, so by the way, I travel a lot. Of course, if not, you cannot learn a language. The car guy, everybody knows now already. The team will see it later. And the real estate is quite new for me, even if it's not that new. So that's me. This was something like 10 years ago. Yeah, there was a ceremony at the training school I was working at the moment. Right. So yeah, that's the cop. That's not a cop. I'm not a police officer. I was not a police officer. I was a gendarme, which is the equivalent of La Guardia Civil here in Spain. This is a police activity within military status, roughly. Okay. So the rules, the hierarchy, the cap, and orders, orders. But anyway. I told you just before I had a different career in the French gendarmerie because I have never investigated a crime. I have never solved a crime. I have never ticketed a person. I have never been on the side of the road. I have never been with the handcuffs putting the handcuffs to anybody, except maybe girls, but in another kind of activities. That I cannot tell right now. I dedicated my career to training and English lessons for French gendarmes. So I spent 12 years teaching English to French cops. First of all, for the first 2 years in the senior officers training school in Melun next to Paris. So my trainees were future of the top hierarchy of the French gendarmerie, like colonels and head of the local offices, right? Then I moved to the western part of France because there were 2 training centers in France and they merged. No, they merged. They merged. Yes. And I spent there 10 years. Okay. So in the western part of France, where I live now. After this part, I keep on being interested in languages. And by the way, after these 10 years as a trainer, obviously my future was international cooperation. So when 12 years ago, it's a period of 12 years every time. Approximately the same for kids. After these 12 years teaching English, then I moved to Paris, and I integrated the Interpol, Europol, and Schengen area international cooperation. So that were the activity for my last 12 years within the gendarmerie in Paris, and dealing with the Schengen area especially for me, not Interpol, no Europol, but Schengen area only. So that was a kind of something special because Schengen area was 27 countries, and EXP is 27 countries. So there's something weird about this. That's a sign from someone somewhere. I have taught, so I taught English to the French cops, but also to Schengen area cops from the Schengen area countries. So I was a CEPOL trainer, so European College for Police Officers, and I trained in 7 or 8 countries. I would say Germany, Latvia, Malta, Switzerland, Budapest, Hungary, and Latvia again. So, right. I'm traveling a lot, of course, because when you love languages, you need to travel. So that was part of my official travels within the job. Okay, but I traveled also a lot around the world, not around the world, but especially in Europe, and a few times to the US. Two times. I went to the UK. I participated in common programs about road offences and road prevention and road education. So with the York Police, North Yorkshire Police in York, right? So the other bobbies. Do you know why they call the bobbies? Do you know what? You don't know what they call the bobbies? Because the UK police was created by Robert Peel, which nicknames was Bob. Am I right? Okay. Who? Family. Right. I'm 52. I have already been married. I will marry again. I'll do the mistake twice, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. later. I'm 52. So this is Audrey, my future wife. This is not my brother, in fact, this is a friend of mine. Yeah. But anyway, doesn't matter. I have 3 kids from 3 very different ages. As you said, Enola is 21, Milan is 11, and Emma, the last one, is 2 years old. So every 10 years I start again for 20 years. So now it's 18 years left for the last one. So the first one is okay now. She's gone. She's working. She's okay. She's happy. And I'm very proud of her because next month she's going to Senegal as a, how do you say that, humanitarian mission? That's it? Yeah. She has always said she would do it since she was something like 10 years old. And that's next month. So I'm very proud of her. Yeah, good. Good. Right, family and friends. Family. I'm the oldest from my family. You didn't knew that. Okay. I'm 52 and I'm the oldest because I have no more my parents, no more my grandparents. I lost my sister as well. We have this weakness about cancer in my family, and that's why I said it earlier. I already had mine, so that's over for me, I hope. And the circumstances in which I had mine were quite a shock because I was married for 2 weeks and my wife was 2 months pregnant, and then I was announced my cancer. So I was on my knees, as you said just before. Everything collapsed. My world was down. But if I am here today is because I made a decision. I refused. I just refused. I thought it was unfair, of course, as anybody would think. But I refused to die. I was 30 years old at the time, and I refused. I said no. I still want the sun to be. I still want to see the sun rising in the morning. I still want to surf my waves when I want it. I still want to go in the mountains. I still want to enjoy life. And I still, first of all, I wanted to see my daughter born, of course, because it was 2 months, yeah, so it was missing 7 months. Okay, so I had a huge treatment for 6 months, and then I had personal stings for 6 other months. But I'm still there. I'm alive. I did it. It's 20 years now. My daughter is 21, so it's okay. Yeah, and it has changed my life, and that's why I am what I am. Okay. You said earlier that I love people. Yes, I love people. You said I love to share. Yes, I love to share. I train. I love to share. You said I'm always happy or something like this. Wait. Okay, that's part of the character now because I decided as well. I made this decision to enjoy every and any moment of my life 20 years ago. Okay, so that's why I'm here. Because when Brent asked me to come to Barcelona, I said, of course, yes, we'll see in September. Okay, but I will. Right, and I love this city. First, I've not been here for the last 10 years, so it's good for me to come back here. And I'm a traveler, a backpacker, so I like to travel. Even if I drove here, because I did 600 kilometers to come, but it permitted me to visit one of my friends yesterday evening in the south of France, so that double target, you here and my friend yesterday in his place. That's okay. And back tomorrow, my daughter, my wife, and my future wife, and the other ones. Another decision I made is that I was 30 and said, now I will do whatever I want, and I decided to dare doing things I want to do. And my motto since that moment is, who dares wins. Wow. And that's it. And that's why I dare doing things. I dare speaking in front of you. I dare joining his team, which was quite a challenge. I dare investing in the US. I told you about this later. I dare changing my career to real estate. I dare doing things, and I'm not afraid about the failure, pardon, sorry, because fail for me is the first attempt in learning. Okay. So I made it myself. I've never failed so far, so fingers crossed. But in case it would happen, no matter, doesn't matter. Then I'll stand up again. I did it. I know how it works, right? I'm an investor. I don't know if it's the next. My kids. Dat is donc Enola, Milan, and Emma, right? Of course, they look like me. I forgot to say, 3 different mothers, of course. It's not easy. It's not funny if you have the same mother. So 3 kids, 10 years each, difference, and 3 more different mothers. For the first one, it's okay. We are friends now. For the second one, we're bitter. It's a bit like wartime or court time or trial time all year long for 8 years now. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. She makes her war. I don't care. I'm a traveler. Yes, traveler. I'm a backpacker. So you know this pub is in. It's in your country, your original country. It's in Ireland. Yes. It is the cover of the Ireland's tourist leaflet. Sorry. So I've been there, London, you too this time, London again, and I've been to the US as well. But most of my travel are in Europe. I started with the further one. I've been in Italy for the first time just last year, which is a neighbor country, but it took me 20 years to get there. I like to travel. I like to meet people. That's my new life for the last 20 years. I like to meet people. I like to share experience. I like to talk with new people. Someone I don't know. I like to learn about them. I like to feel interested in what was their life. What are they doing? Where are they coming from? What are their goals in their lives, and etc. So I've traveled around Europe and across Europe for 20 years to 40 years now. 40 years now, yes. I started very young in the summer camps. I went to Spain, I went to Italy as in the summer camps. And the last one I did was in Italy for a concert in Milano. Depeche Mode, that was it. Yeah, again, I don't know if you know Depeche Mode. That's my favorite band with The Cure, which is the other one. Okay, so 2 famous, huge bands. And guess what? They're playing Paris next year. So I saw them. He's almost 20, the singer, Robert Smith, but still on top shape, don't you think? Yeah. Depeche Mode, the same. Boy, they lost one of the members, but it's okay. They're still playing. I hope they will be playing again long. Travels again. Yes. I did. Travels. Yes. This one is one of the, this one. Sorry. Is the French territory within the Indian Ocean. It is Mayotte. I don't know if you know this small island. It's between Madagascar and Africa. It's a very small island. And this is the official picture. But 5 minutes later, my shirt, my short, and my shoes were grabbed to the tree, and I was in the water, and my gun as well in the tree. But that was a beach where there was nobody, absolutely nobody. Right? Okay. Next, the car guy. Yes, it's one of my patients. Sorry, patience. Oh, I will do it. Passions. No, patience is not something. No, La pasión. I'm collecting cars for 15 years now, 20 years. Volkswagen cars only. European cars, sorry. And especially Volkswagen because I like the Beetle. I don't know why. Since I'm a young guy, I love Beetle. I love the Beatles. This is one of our other mottos. Happiness is homemade. You make yourself happy and then you're happy. And the others are around you as well, right? So these are my best cars I have had. This one is the first one. 1971, if I remember well. This one is the second one, 69, and this one 69 as well. I did it as a passion, you said, but I also make money on it because, by the way, most of them were imported from different countries in Europe. This one from the Netherlands. This was French. This one from Germany. And most of the time, as all collectors, you're getting rid of things because you need another project. So once I buy this one, I'm already on the other next one. Okay. So most of the time, I have good deals with these ones, buying them abroad and selling them in France with 20%, 50%, 40% extra. Oh, so that's passion and business. The team, yes. As I said just before, when I was there, it's only 9 months since I joined the EXP, but it's already a 3-year story. Because when I decided to change and to end my career as a cop, I went to this office where you have the assessment of who you are, what are you made for, blah 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 blah, and etc. So, okay, to give you another chance to do something else. And I went there, and he asked me this question. This guy in front of me, I said, "No, I want real estate. I know I want it. Nothing else but real estate. I've invested in the US. I've made investment in France and." Several times already. So I know I want to make real estate. And said, "You're at the right place at the right moment, sir, because this guy, 2 days before, he has called him, I guess, yeah. He had called him 2 days before to give the job offer of EXP being built in France now, open in France, and it was in 2021. Yeah. But for some reason, mostly administrative, I couldn't join the EXP at that time, but I joined this year. And I kept in touch with him for these 3 years. And I told him I would come, but I needed to check things before. So I already knew other networks like IAD. Do you know this IAD? It's in Spain, I guess, in Portugal, right, and in Florida. So my second wife, my second not wife, partner, sorry, was working for them at the moment. And I went to Keller Williams because one of my former colleagues at the training school is now working for Keller Williams. So I spent 1 week with them. And I made this decision that I come to EXP because EXP was this way, IAD was this way, and Keller Williams in France is a bit that way at the moment. Yeah, it's not working very good in France for them. So I joined this team, and I'm proud to be part of the puzzle because this team is amazing. We are not a team all together in the same area. We are all around the French territory because he's on the west coast with me, about 200 kilometers from me. She's in Paris. He's in the French Alps. He's in Paris, but not really in Paris. He's in Paris, and the other ones are in Strasbourg, if I remember well. Another one is Lyon. We have one in French Brittany as well. But it works. It works because we share a lot. He said about the meetings, 2 per week. And we also share things via WhatsApp or things like that. But his will and my will is to share as much as we can, get the experience from the other, share the good tips, the way we should work, the best practices to get better results, and share. I guess it's my way of being. And I think it's his way of managing his team. Okay? And I think he's right, so that's why I just follow you. Right. This is the kind of activities we can have at nights in Paris, playing La Chenille with the boss in the middle. This was the roadshow in La Rochelle. And this, can you explain? This is a piece. This is a piece of evidence. Now you know.
I don't have the knife or the champagne.
So that's when that was in May 2025, when we met him as he was on holiday in Paris, and he popped up to one of our meetings and he was invited. In fact, no, he didn't pop up; he was invited, and he asked us and Oliver especially to join here for this event here in Barcelona, and most of us said yes, of course, team working. Look, I did it on purpose. Same shirt, same trouser and same shoes. I did it on purpose because this day was the last day of my career as a cop. It was the day when I left. I invited him because he was the cornerstone. That's what you call it. The bypass between my former career and my future career. So this was my office. This is the DCIO, it's the Department of Cooperation for International Cooperation. Under this you have Interpol, Europol, Schengen. Right, okay. Real estate. So I told you before, I have invested in the US because of this previous motto, remember, who dares wins. So I told you also earlier that I've lost my two parents, so I had an heritage. And with my brother and my sister, we had three different behaviors. My brother put everything on a kind of bank account. He made money on it, very little, 1.5% each year. Okay, well, right, because he's afraid of everything. He's not the man with the bank. He's not the man with the money. He's the man with it burns in its hands, as we say in French. He doesn't like the money. But anyway, my sister was owner of a house with a credit on it, and she decided to reimburse the credit. Big mistake because she passed away 2 years later, and the house would have been paid by the insurance. But anyway, myself, I put my 100,000 euros in real estate in the US. So I bought a house in Tampa, which was the right place at the right moment again, because it was just after the subprimes. The prices were very, very low. So I bought my first property for $85,000, rehab included, and I sold it 7 years later, $188,000. So I made $100,000 on it. And I reinvested it in Alabama when I bought 3 houses with these first 100,000. So I had 4 properties in the US, and now I have 2 only, which is worth again because I have my retirement as a gendarme. I have this investment as an extra income, and so that's my real estate activity. Is what I call a recreation real estate activity. So I have no pressure. I have the money. So I'm the matchmaker. I try to find sellers. I try to find buyers, and I'm the middleman. That's it. I like to meet people, and it works. It works. Yes, I've made my first sale last week. After 3 months. 3 months only. And there's a special story about this first house because it was my first, so I did a lot of pictures. They were not good. Remember? Yes, they were not good. But I love this house because it was a teeny house with a rehab to be processed, and then I did the picture. It was very, very hot outside. It was in June. It was almost 40 degrees at that time, and I was thirsty. It does happen for me. I like beer. Remember, I've been to the UK. I've been to Ireland, and I went to this hotel next to 10 kilometers away, but on the seaside, and I had this beer. And the waitress came to me with this beer, and she forgot to bring the credit card machine. I can't remember what you call that. to put the card on it. And she forgot it. But anyway, she said, "Oh, but you forgot it. Don't worry. I follow you. I come with you." And so, "Oh, that's a nice place. Don't you sell it?" "Yes, I do." Okay. Okay, so I get a mandate for this. I get the sale contract the day after. After speaking to her for 3 hours, and her husband as well. Her husband is the man of the Mustang I brought to the roadshow, because I realized after 2 hours speaking with her that she was fond of America. She had been living in America. Her husband was fond of classic cars, and that's why he had a Mustang at that time. And we had this discussion for 3 hours, and then I said, "And what about this mandate? Do you give it to me?" "Oh, yes, 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 don't worry. Take the mandate. You have the sales contract for 1 year at least. And if you sell it, I'll give you my house." Okay. Right? And that's why I like to speak to people, because you never know. And this happened because of you. Yes, because of you, because earlier that morning, he said something in a meeting, said when he's going to his baker's every day, he asked him the same question. "Would you sell your bakery? Would you sell your bakery? Would you sell your bakery?" And once he said, "Yes." So I had this in mind, and when I was following this woman in the hotel, I said, "Yes, I will ask her the question. Why not? It doesn't cost a lot, just maybe a no, and that's it's nothing, right?" And then I got this hotel, and this hotel is this one. Amazing view, facing the ocean, 180 degrees in front of the ocean, and this is it. This is where I had my beer. Amazing view. The sea, ocean everywhere. 9 rooms, 140 seats. And almost 1 million. Just for a beer. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Well, I also, as I told you, I'm like to work internationally, so I'm very interested in this global referral program. So I made it my personal goal now, as I want to develop abroad, because my local market is very good and very interesting, and it's worth a lot of money. But once again, I want to do something different. So I'm now collaborating with a colleague from EXP in Dominican Republic. I get it from my network, because I forgot to say about this, but my network is wide because of these police officers around the world. These ones I have trained for 12 years are now everywhere in the world. I can't remember each of their names, but I remember the teacher. So I had this call in the very beginning of July of a former trainee. He told me, "Yeah, I was told by somebody else that you were now having an activity in real estate. Are you working internationally?" I said, yes, of course. In EXP, you don't know it? No, of course you don't know them, because they're not well known in France, but I will explain. So I explained him the EXP process, the company, etc. And said, "I have a friend, which is a former SWAT team cop. He's now living in I can't remember. No, not Argentina. Anyway, in a South American country, and he's having a consulting agency in the US Tampa." Strange, but it's Tampa again. Some things are related, maybe, in my life. And he said, "I have a hotel to sell. Are you sat?" I said, "Yes, I'm sat in front of my computer. I will send you a video." Okay, and he sent me this video. So I just have to tell you, there are 66 villas, 125 rooms, 3 restaurants, 2 discos, a heliport, private beach, access to the ocean. I said, wow, that's 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I said, okay, well, how much is this? The estimated price is 28 million, but that's because the owner wants to sell it right now, as soon as possible. And the estimate made by my colleague in EXP there is now about $40 million. So if I made it with her, so we share the commission, as you know, the commission share program, I would do a 10-year gendarme revenue. Not revenue, but income. Okay, in once. And then, as I was trying to sell this property to a friend of mine around the world, and my wife, my future wife, said to me, I know someone in Dominican Republic, and he's working now at the embassy, and maybe you should talk to him about your hotel. I said, why not? You know him? Okay, I know him. I called him, and he said, I didn't know you were in the real estate, but if you are, I have a friend here who is selling an hotel. Again. Okay, as this one is owned by a French chef, so he's a VIP. He's the former chef from the French presidency at the Élysée, and he has opened his restaurant in Dominican Republic, and he's selling 6 million. And now we have the mandate already. It's being sold. It's being on the market. So that's why. And the week after, I had this call from Greece. Said, "Do you want to share my apartments in France?" I said, "Yeah, why me? Because I saw your what? Listings on in France. I saw your posts on LinkedIn with this collaboration with the Dominican Republic. So I think you're the guy I need for you to broadcast my listings in France." I said, "Okay, why not?" So that's why I'm 9 months in EXP, and I've just that's not the case, but I've already, I would say, set up a lot of directions, and I think I will make it as a recreation activity. I think I've done the right network, because EXP is I look like EXP. EXP looks like me. That's different. That's innovative. There's something different with this approach of the real estate, and I'm really fulfilled the goals of EXP, and I feel like the international prospects are the key for the next years. And I've read yesterday that I was not working for EXP France, but for an agency made up with 100 people around the world. So, and that's the network of EXP, and I think I'm the right place at the right time. Again. And that's me.